Problem. I'll just build as many of these things as will fit in the...
No, wait, how do you have the patience for this? Like, what kind of autism do you have, and can I have it? Hi, I'm Mari. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope this video makes it just a little bit better. You guys really liked my last Let's Game It Out video, so today we're going to be reacting to another video by them, and this one is called I Built a Fully Vertical Factory That's a 100% Total Nightmare in Satisfactory. I saw a lot of comments in here saying I should watch the Satisfactory video, and I have not played this game, so I don't quite know a lot about it, but I'm sure I'll learn everything I need to know about this game from watching this video. And with that, everybody, let's get right into it.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. Yeehaw! It's time for Satisfactory.
Yeah.
The game is officially out after many years in early access, which means it's time for us to jump back in and see what new wild stuff we can do.
Oh God, is that me having frame rate issues, or is that his computer? Oh God! No, that's definitely his computer.
Save game still works, by the way. The same save game I've been using for the last 5 years. But
What?
a lot has changed since the game first started, and nothing is more telling than looking at our unlocks. Like, at some point, this whole menu got confused. Some stuff is updated, some stuff isn't. I can't even tell what's new and what's not anymore. So for that reason, we're gonna leave all this behind and dive into a brand new world.
I'm gonna be honest with all of you guys, it's just looking at all that gave me massive anxiety.
And now let's see how things are going over, and hey, no, wait, pay attention to me. Well, that was great. Yes, everything looks good outside. I am very excited about what I am seeing. What awaits us this time, only time will tell. Okay, let's get out there, see what's going on. Oh, and can't forget our all-purpose doohickey that I lovingly fondle with my thumb. Okay, first things first. You, drop pod. Let us deconstruct you for parts. And the next thing
Wait, can you leave now? Or is that it?
up is we need to do a scan for the Satisfactory building blocks of life, iron ore. Where are you? Show me. And we'll see up here on our little radar where it is. Target acquired. Let's go take a gander. The game's also prompting me to pick up leaves along the way, which is excellent because we got these excessive little grabby hands that'll just suction up anything we get close to. And don't worry, you take as much as you can. Go ahead and be greedy.
Wait, so wait, does that mean there's like no full inventory? You can just like grab stuff. There's no weight issues? That's kind of I like the closest I've ever played is like Ark, and dude, the weight on that is so annoying.
Up and there's our target now, a place to get some iron ore. Well, let's hop on down there.
Who's that monster?
We're fine. Hey, you, get away from that. I have a stun prod for such an occasion. In fact, even though it's walking away from it, I need a beauty bubble. Get out of here.
Beauty bubble?
Yeah, that'll teach it. Anyway, back over to this. All we really need to do is approach it cautiously but optimistically. And
Cautiously but optimistically. So no depression is allowed. I'm just kidding.
hold down E to do a little mining. And after a couple of quick taps, victory is ours. Truly, we are conquerors. There is more where that came from, though. We can just keep on hitting this thing. And really, why wouldn't you? And now we have in our inventory all the things we need for right now. Leaves, wood, and finally iron, which we're going to use to build the hub, the heart of your factory. Let's see, where do we want to put this? It would make sense for us to put it somewhere accessible, but we don't normally do that, so I'm not going to start now.
On top of the tree?
I am a big fan if we can make this work, which doesn't seem to want to be the case. But hang on, maybe I just need to go up there first.
Oh my God. There's no way he's putting it up on the... I will respect this man so hard if he ends up doing this and pulling it off.
I mean, if there can be grass, surely there can be a base, right? Sadly, apparently not.
Actually,
I can't
that
seem to
sounds
find a place where it'll let me do it. We did, however, find one of these guys. Look at that. It's a power. Oh, no. Well, it was good while it lasted. All right, fine. We'll put it on top of this nice puddle.
Dude, do you think that like the developers probably saw his video and was like, yeah, we gotta patch this stuff. It's breaking our game.
There we go. It looks so good. And also kind of naked. Where's the roof and stuff?
What?
And where am I hearing this mewing noise? What is that and where is... Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. I forgot all about this. These are supposed to be spiders, but I turned on arachnophobia mode. And so your visor in-game overlays a cat face on top of it.
What?
How's that for sweet in-game lore? Anyway...
Wait, what? That's awesome. What? Wow. Again, I have never played this game before, but like... That is actually really cool. Dang! How much is Satisfactory? Oh, it's $39.99. I hope you guys like this video so that way I can eventually afford this game. I want to play it.
Anyway, whatever. Doesn't mean we're not going to come over here and smack it.
Smack the cat.
Well, hopefully that takes care of that little problem. You know, I don't think it's going to. Something tells me there's more cats down here. Oh, good. There's another one. Quietly hiding from us. Well, no time like the present. Come here. Okay, much better. So we got two components to this thing. We got the crafting bench, where we can handcraft stuff like iron ingots, where we just push the big old craft button and watch the magic happen.
Nice.
One beautiful ingot at a time.
Nice.
And then over here we have the hub terminal, which we can open up, select a tier, in this case tier 0. Choose the next milestone we're going to work on, bask in the amazing unlocks we get, then we select the milestone, and it sits here and demands stuff from us. In this case, whatever this is. Iron rods, which we make by taking iron ingots and turning them into rods. You know, kind of like going over to the crafting bench, heading on over to the side, selecting iron rod, and then craft a whole bunch of those. And then we drag what we need over there. Then it's like hub upgrade ready to upgrade the hub. I'm sorry, I just don't understand. Could you say upgrade and hub one more time?
Please, please stop saying that. YouTube might recognize it as something else.
Oh, hey, and you did. Thank you. It's also clear to me now. Okay, we did it. And for our troubles, we now have a frame. And that's how it goes. Now we can do hub upgrade 2. Just like the first upgrade, which gave us an equipment workshop, portable miner, and another hand equipment slot. Hub upgrade 2 gives us stuff like a smelter, power line, copper ingot, wire, cable, and another thing we can scan. What a deal. And now they need more stuff. In this case, iron rods and iron plates. No problem. We'll just go ahead and craft these. And then once that's done, upgrade again. And then watch as more stuff appears. Oh my goodness, now there's a room. And it's under construction, just like my GeoCities page. Oh, and also a chest for like hiding stuff in an organized manner. That's kind of what containers are, right? And what might this other room be? Ooh, empty. How full of possibilities. I hope something exciting happens with my crying corner. And
my crying corner. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a toilet, right? But my crying actually, you guys have your own crying corner? Let me know.
No, when we do hub upgrade 3, which incorporates not just plates and rods, but also something new. It's wire, made from copper, which now we need to go find. No problem, that's what scanning's for. Come here, copper ore, where are you? Excellent.
That's so
Only
easy.
195 miles away. I mean meters. Mile meters. Whatever. What do I look like, a physicist? The only thing that matters to me is we found the ore. Step 1, hit the top part until it explodes. And then go for the pure copper ore chewy center. And then back over at the thingamabob. Take that copper, make it into ingots, which we then turn into wire. Feed the machine. Upgrade the thing. Oh my goodness, and also look at this. It looks like we now have a bed chamber.
Wait, what the heck? It's upgraded by so much. What the heck? What? Is this supposed to be this fast, or is he just that good?
I call top bunk. And not just that, but look over here. We got our best friend. Oh, and not just that. You can actually use the toilet. Here, take some of this copper I made. And by that, I mean 1 copper. And then we flush it. Yes, excellent. Get it all over the floor and my shoes. Okay, great. And now back to rapid fire upgrades. Select milestone. Add the stuff that it needs. See, there's a thing I don't have. See that it's concrete. And then see that I can scan for limestone. And then I go find the limestone. Excitedly slide on the ground to get to it. Triumphantly defend ourselves from the local wildlife. Thank you for your sacrifice. And then stabby until I extract a lot of stuff. Turn that limestone frown upside down by turning it into concrete. Shove it in the machine.
That's so easy. No, Mari, no. No, there's no way it's that easy. There's no way the game is this easy and it doesn't take that long. There's no way. Why is it so easy for him?
High five that button, and so on and so forth. Give the thing to the thing, push the thing, watch as things change again, I think. I actually can't tell the difference on this one. Head back in, go to Hub Upgrade 6, laugh heartily at the things it wants because it's so easy for us. And before you...
He just said it! He just said it! He said it was easy! He literally said it was easy, you guys. Like, But then, if it's that easy, why does the game cost... Well, actually, no. Some games cost even more, and it's like 2 seconds of content, so I guess, maybe it's really not that easy, but he's, like, editing out all the parts where, like, he has to go get those materials. I'm kind of surprised it lets you scan it that easily once you gotta go find it. It just lets you scan it. That is actually very interesting. Most of these types of games, you have to, like, actually discover it first. You can't just, like, scan and go get it.
You know it, we're not even alone on this planet anymore. Oh my goodness, look at this. We've made
What
a
is
friend.
that?
Are you trying to land? How about I just stop you? What do you think of that? Oh, I'm just...
There's no way, bro. He literally just said, I'm gonna delete you out of existence, bro.
Kidding, I didn't mean what I said. Come on back down. Everything's safe.
Do it again, do it again.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Aw.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? F you.
Okay, I think I've worked it out of my system. I swear, I'm actually gonna let this thing land this time. And scene. Our very own transport pod thing. At least I think that's what it is. The good news is tier 0 is done. Now we're on to glorious tier 1, which is gonna be the foundation for all kinds of stuff.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Oh, that was just tier 0. Oh, the game gets a lot harder and longer. Oh, it's one of those types of games where it makes you feel really good that you're getting stuff done so fast and easy. And then it's like, now here comes the real challenge.
Here's what I plan to do with our little base here. I want everything to come to me. I don't want to have to wander all over the place to find stuff. I want to be able to look at my base and be like, ah, yes, that old thing. I can find anything I need here. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds kind of organized. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Head on up to the stuff sticking out the top. Smack, smack, explode. And then, luckily, to make new stuff, we don't have to go back to base. We can just make it on site here with the crafting bench and the equipment workshop. It's like having a convenience store anywhere you want it.
Yeah.
And it's only for you. Anyway, they're worth keeping around for stuff I may need, because you can build actual equipment here. In this case, a portable miner, because we need a few of these, because they're needed to make the bigger miners. Okay, now we can take this little mining building and it snaps right onto the node.
What? Dude, that's so nice. Hey, oh man, I'm kind of curious what like the older version of this game had looked like then. Was that like not a thing, or is it just kind of like doing that? He's really selling me on this game, you guys. I don't know, like... might have to eat ramen noodles for a week just to afford the game.
And there it is. What a beaut. And now that that's done, we're gonna scan for all the various nodes nearby and then put miners down on all those too. And we'll know when our work is done because they'll have a check mark next to them, which means that all 4 of these ones right here will go from just being white like this to looking more like this. I mean, one of them doesn't have one because while a lot of these built just fine, for some reason we're having trouble overcoming this giant boulder in the way.
It's
anyway,
a big boulder.
That handles all the iron nodes for now, as well as any nearby copper nodes, and also this limestone one. And now that that's done with, it's time for my favorite part. The part where we attach conveyor belts to this mysterious black hole where stuff comes.
Wait, so you take a conveyor belt, you attach it there, and then you bring it all the way back to your base, and then you literally don't have to go and get... Dude, this is like revolutionary for games like these. Like, do you know how much of a pain in the ass? Like, this is actually one of the biggest reasons why I stopped playing games like these, is because it becomes so tedious and annoying to like have to constantly go back for materials. But in this game, you can just put a sucker. You just put a sucker on that bad boy, and it sucks the stuff, and then it pushes it out into your base. Like, I'm guessing that's what's about to happen here, because if that's the case, like, this game is really nice.
Out. Okay, out you go, little conveyor belt. We'll
Lazy
just do a quick one so we
simulator.
can see how it
Lazy.
looks. Ah, yes, it's perfect. There's no minerals coming out yet because we haven't given the thing power, which is why this is pulsing red. We're gonna run these conveyor belts first, all the way back to our hub, and that means running all the belts. And in fact, why not have this one zigzag across this one? Yeah, look how good this looks. Finally, a little art. Anyway, they're all connected now, and I decided that this little corridor is going to be the central thoroughfare, you know, for all of our conveyor belt needs, and I do mean all of them.
But wait a second. So the physics in this game, it doesn't like, what's it called? They don't like collide with each other or get stuck. That is dangerously interesting.
And eventually they all do stop right around here, right outside of the hub. And now the next thing up is getting electricity working, which over on our base thingy is where these things come into.
Right above the water. Oh, yummy.
Effect. Behold, biomass burners.
Behold!
You remember all those leaves we collected? Well, now we'll be able to use them for something. Delicious fuel. But first we need to run power to everything. So we'll just drag a power line from that thing over to here. Yep, like that.
Nice.
And there's 2 of them, so we gotta do it twice. There we go.
Wait. You can put it on the same spot? You don't have to like move it around. What is this game?
Connected them both. And now it's just about running these power lines pretty much anywhere we want. In the water, fine.
Nice.
All the way up here onto this thing? Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, now everything is connected. And now back over at the biomass burners. The only thing left to do is pull the switch and watch as I blow a fuse. What do you mean? Is this not enough power? What do I gotta do math to figure this out? Oh, I see. I have to do a little reading. It looks like all of our factories consume upwards of 45 megawatts. And it looks like each one of these generators do 20 megawatts. Luckily, we can build these biomass burners all on their own, which is
all in the water. Oh, no, wait. He's moving it. I was like, yes, in the water. Yes, that is glorious.
is actually far more convenient anyway, because instead I'm gonna build them over here near this stuff, just like one here and also one right there, and then maybe one here. And what the hey, why not a fourth one? And right between all of them, we're gonna put a storage container, which inside this thingamabob, we're gonna shove all of our plant matter that we found. But that doesn't feel like enough. We can do better than that. Well, with all this glorious foliage out here, might as well just run around and siphon it all.
Yeah, that's right. Grab it with your grubby little hands. Yeah, just like grab. Dude, this is so cool.
I like to think of it as doing a little landscaping. Whoops, looks like we missed some bushes, and whatever that is. No problem, easily handled. Gimme and gimme.
Get rid of that.
You get a little nudge.
Get rid of it.
Oh, nice. I'm sure it's just sleep.
Dinner. No, that's dinner. Feast upon it.
Anyway, now we have plenty of stuff. Actually, more than enough stuff. This container's all the way filled, and we have so many more leaves left. Well, that's fine. We'll just build more of these. How about 4, in fact? 1 for each generator. Now all we need to do is run some conveyor belts in an organized fashion, each to their own generator, just like so. And there they go. And then making their way to these various generators to do the hard work so we don't have to. Let's go ahead and reactivate our power. There we go. And look, there it goes. The true mining has begun. Yes, that's the spirit. Minerals for days. This isn't the end of their journey, though. These minerals do eventually reach the end of their conveyor belt. And near the base, too, we got this really cool looking monument thing. And you know what I especially like about it? It's verticality, which kind of has me wondering, can we just build stuff like above this? For that...
Oh no, the thumbnail. Oh no.
Though we're gonna have to unlock some stuff. Over here in the tier 1 base building milestone, we're gonna need to use some of these foundations. So let's feed the base. Oh joy, and now it's back to a fancy button. 1, 2, 3, launch. And there goes our supplies right into the upper atmosphere.
Wow.
Or are you? Bye-bye. Yeah, I don't actually know if that's gonna affect some stuff. I'll just put the hub back down and I guess we'll learn together. What I can tell you is the thing is still gone. And if I look directly into the sky, beautiful clear skies and one weird little pixel. Hey, what is that pixel anyway? Wait a minute, that's the thing I eliminated from existence. Oh wait, it's coming back apparently. Oh, and here it is again. Okay, I see. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Milestone exchange concluded. Okay, well great. Now we have foundations, which is what we're gonna use to build above our hub. At least that's the plan. Let's do some vertical building and see if it works. And it sure seems to be. We can build across too. Well, so far so good. This does appear to be directly above the base. And now the question is, can I build something on top of this?
Let's experiment
by putting a smelter there. Smelt ore into ingots. Yep, looks like it's possible. And we'll go ahead and put that right in the...
Wait a second. So I just realized something. He's kind of like floating up in the air. So like, how is he doing that? Is he just standing on something that he built to do that? Or is he floating?
Middle. And then from here, we're going to do some more building up and then across to make an entirely new level again. And then I can place another smelter. Okay, great. Yes, this is looking oh so great so far. And I kind of like having just one machine per floor. Gives us room to grow.
Yeah, it's so well optimized. I can feel the OCD in the comments going on right now. I'm sure they're just like, my tism.
That is. And with us having all of these materials here, we're gonna need a lot more than 2 smelters. Good thing I spent some time building more stuff. Oh boy, it looks like each one is a little less lined up than the last.
It looks like a classic parking lot. Like, you know, like those big, those parking places. Straight up looks exactly like that. It's even parked like that too with the cars.
And now all we need to do is run these things all the way up there.
Nice.
Honestly, shouldn't be too hard. If I just click and then hold, I can make these go a little bit higher. And then thankfully from here, we can just get it to connect all the way up here like this. Ah, that was easy. In fact, you know what? I think we have too much space up here. Let's go ahead and highlight these 3 things and trim this down to a perfect 3x3 grid. And there we go. Nice and even. Now all we need to do is connect this thing right here, making sure to connect every machine to minerals with a whole beautiful system of dragging our stuff up as high as it'll go. And what an eyesore too.
Eyesore? No. That's art.
Who doesn't love their spaghetti airborne? I know I do. Okay, so now we got a couple of things covered, like copper ingots, as well as iron ingots. And we've also got limestone turning into concrete. Oh, and you know, I gotta wonder something. If we go over here and use the hub, and then launch another pod, is this thing gonna be able to leave?
What?
Yep, doesn't look like anything's gonna stop this. Well, that's nice to know. Besides, I don't think it's going anywhere anyway. I think it's just gonna stay up there till it comes back down. Yep. And then when it makes its return trip, it does the same thing, using the platforms for leverage before landing smoothly. The future's got cool technology. Now, the next thing we need to work on is building the space elevator, which if you look at it in our building stuff, shouldn't be that hard to build. In fact, I already have most of the things we need. This concrete in particular should be pretty easy. All I have to do is step off the edge, drop down a floor, and wouldn't you know, this one's making concrete. Now this wire, on the other hand, we don't have a machine for this, but we do now, and belt goes in there. To make wire, though, we need this belt to connect to copper, which is down here somewhere. At least I think it's down here.
Oh no, he got lost.
Oh yeah, there it is. And we're gonna want to send it out of the other side of this container. Okay, so let's pull the copper out through here, send the conveyor belt over yonder, and then just find a place where it'll work, build that piece too, and then before you know it, copper's arrived at our constructor, and out comes...
He's doing it in the most roundabout way. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
The wire. Giant, beautiful spools of copper. In fact, while we're at it, since we're gonna need stuff that makes iron plates, iron rods, screws, and cables, I went ahead and built constructors for those too. We got iron ingots going in to turn into iron plates, not to mention other iron ingots popping out to make iron rods that are then getting transported all the way to the top conveyor belt, and then shoved into another machine to make screws. And of course, we can't forget about the copper wire, which goes in looking like this, and then comes out looking like cable. And now that we have all the supplies we need, let's build the space elevator. Oh god. You know, looking at it now, I don't think this is gonna fit. It seems a little too big for the space provided. Okay, just this once, we're gonna make this platform bigger. Okay, there we go. The impossible is now possible. And there it goes, getting built. And if I recall, it does a little song and dance, or whatever we want to call this. And then I think something else is supposed to happen, but I can't remember quite what it is. Oh yeah. Oh, you know, never mind. I remember now. It's burned into my memory forever. And there you have it. Our very own space elevator. And what's that above this? Is that new? It looks like there's more stuff up there. I guess we'd have a better idea if it wasn't so cloudy. Well, either way, let's see what this has to offer to us. So basically, we need to get through phase 1, also known as make smart plating. 50 to be exact. And you're probably like, what are smart plates? Well, I'm so glad you asked.
Oh my god.
We actually unlock it under tier 2 under part assembly, which also unlocks a bunch of other advanced stuff.
Wait a second, hold on. He is still on just tier 2. I thought we had gone past like all this, and that's why I was able to get all these parts. You can do all of this crazy stuff with just tier 2. Before you hit tier 2?
Rotors, modular frames, all of which I think we're gonna need to build that thing. Well, be careful there. You're gonna hit the space elevator on your way up to that thing. Oh, hey, we can see it now. Oh, and I guess that's where our little transport thing goes, up to the mothership. And now that this is unlocked, this is how it's gonna work. We need to shove components into here so that it can get sent up here to whoever lives up there. Although first I need to know if we can keep building up, because I sure would like to know if we can keep building vertically, since it's oh so fun. And the good news is, it looks like we can indeed build right through it. I think it's highlighting yellow to let us know it's going to clip through things. As if we care. In fact, I think it looks better this way. Anyway, this is how smart plating works. To make it, we need these two things. Reinforced iron plates and rotors. Once we have both of those things, we can run a belt from each into this assembler. But to make reinforced iron plates, we'll have to combine plates and screws. And rotors are a combo of rods and screws. So basically, we need 3 assemblers. Well, I guess it's a good thing I built those then. Now it's just a matter of configuring each one. You will make reinforced iron plates, which means hopping down here. This won't kill.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about, but it's amusing.
Tell me, will it? Oh, nice somersault. And by that, I mean using the conveyor belts to climb all the way back up, pull a conveyor belt out of here, which is where the iron plates are coming from, and then send them past the space elevator using this absolutely abysmal looking system to get the plates up there. But hey, it's hard to argue with success. All that matters is that they made it to the machine, and then we just head on over to the screws and do it again. And yes, by do it again, I of course mean to add on to this thing. Yes, what a visual splendor. And now we only need to do this 4 more times. Thankfully, for when we're gonna make rotors, one of the things we're gonna need is screws, which thankfully we already have up here. So all we really need to do is run a splitter. And once we have that, we can just split them off and feed them into the next machine. And similarly with these these rods. We're gonna use a splitter and use that to send rods up above. Yes, come with me. Join this masterpiece. And now that we have the reinforced iron plates being made, as well as the rotors, we just have to wait for them to do their thing until we have enough of them. Then it's time to take them and feed them into the next machine where they will make the smart plating. And then that smart plating goes into the space elevator. Wow, just look at it go. And that means loading is done. And now seal it with a kiss and watch as it plunges. And now send. Uh-oh, and it looks like it's getting ready to send. Or is it? Can't be too sure about that. Distribution platform completed. Yeah, it looks real complete to me. Oh, it's so peaceful all of a sudden. What about you up there? Oh, hey, that thing's still up there. Whoa. Oh, and it seems to be growing exponentially. Either I pissed it off or this is what happens when you feed the space elevator. I wonder if they're as confused as we are how it built off nothing. Oh, okay, bye. We'll just go ahead and put it back where it was now as we watch it build up and through all of our stuff again. Oh, it's so weird every time. I couldn't help but notice this thing is still taking the smart plating. And the reason for that is phase 2 needs not only those, a whole 1,000 of them, but then also these two things. Well, let's get started.
Oh, so this is where it starts to become longer now because you got to get more things to feed more things, but you got to go to the phase 2 and you got to go to tier 2. And then you gotta subscribe to this channel. It's like, it's a whole thing.
As you can see back down here at the hub, we now have tiers 3 and 4 unlocked, which is good because the next thing I want to focus on is coal power. Because it's only a matter of time until I run out of biomass. In fact, look at this. Some of the machines have already run out, which means eventually our power is just gonna stop. So let's get this one underway. Oh, how I'll never get tired of watching that thing clip through all my stuff. And then fly up to all that stuff up there. And then parks and rots. I mean, I get it. I love to sit and rot too. I don't even think I would have come back. So the first thing we need to do to get coal working is we need to locate where the coal is. Hey, see, there it goes. What did I tell you? We ran out of power. Never has there been a better time to find coal. It looks like the closest is this one. Well, time to get going. Good thing we can speed it up by sliding. You know what's nice too? If ever I feel like I'm lost, all I really need to do is look around and eventually I'll find this. A factory that looks like a 3-year-old's coloring.
Okay, look. It's kind of smart, you know? Yeah, so you don't get lost. Like, you kind of cooked with this one. I'm just saying.
Book. And that's how I know I will always be safe. Okay, getting closer. Only 350 meters away. Oh, good, I think I found it. But we have new problems. Like that I'm taking damage just for being in here. But hey, look, I found it. Blah.
Oh,
great, here's our coal. Thankfully, we can put down a miner from all the way back here. It's that easy, as well as conveyor belts, which I'm gonna slowly run all the way back home. Here's the thing, though. Cool. I have a certain aesthetic I'm going for here.
Yeah,
if you recall, back over here at my other mining facilities, we have a certain flow. And by that, I mean everything is running through this one space. And so we're gonna continue that, you know, to maintain the beauty of my factory. Of course. So what I mean to say is, we're gonna run this conveyor belt all the way around, instead of straight across, which is why from this miner here, it goes up here, then all the way down this cliffside.
It's clipping. It's literally clipping. What?
Heading into the water and then back out again. And then finally back over to the green part of the game. Run free with the local wildlife until eventually you pop out where our biomass burners are.
Oh my God.
We're back in home sweet home. I did also run around and grab a whole bunch more plants as I still need these things running for just a little while longer. Just long enough to get the coal running. Oh yeah, there it goes. Sweet coal. That sure is taking its sweet time. How long is this going to take?
Excellent
question. Let's find out.
It took 45 minutes? Bro, that's longer than this reaction video. Oh my God.
45 minutes. 45 minutes for it to reach the rest of my stuff. And this isn't even counting all the time it's gonna take for it to go down this conveyor belt all the way over to this thing. So I guess it's a good thing I ran by all the other coal locations and then added miners to all of them. I sure hope that means we have enough coal now. Also, the process isn't done yet. Even after we find a place to put the generators, you may notice there's 2 ports on the end. This one on the right is where we bring in the coal, and this one on the left is gonna be for water. Because while this thing works, it needs to be cooled. And yes, what I'm saying is we need to bring water to it all the way up there, which is of course going to involve building more platforms because the things we need to make, like this water extractor, it requires copper sheets, which luckily is easy. It's just copper ingots turned into sheets, but we still got to make the machine that can do it and make sure that we have copper going into it. You know the drill at this point. Basically just run around and survey all this garbage until we see somewhere that has copper, and I don't know, this machine looks like it can spare some, otherwise there wouldn't be a queue. So we'll just add a conveyor splitter, pull some of that copper away, and there we go. crisis averted, horrific mess extended. And now that we've got these things being manufactured, now we can make all kinds of fun stuff because we're also going to have to mess with pipes. And luckily right down at the bottom of our big tower,
he's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
So I got a feeling we can just pull from here. If it's good enough for that thing, it's good enough for us. See, the water extraction thingy fits perfectly. Except you see that port where the water's going to be pumped out of? We're actually going to rotate that over this way. I swear this will make sense. Because after all, we can't just take the pipe and just run it straight on over to this thing.
Right, because that would just be too easy, right?
No, sir. We have a system, which is to say this pipe network needs to flow through the same corridor as everything else. After all, this is how water wants to be traveling, right? And I'm realizing something I can actually do here is that I can actually run these pipes straight up like this. And actually, for that matter, we also have conveyor belt lifts used to move resources between floors. I don't know. Our system seems pretty effective. So I don't think I'll be going straight up the side of the building. This just seems so much more classy.
Of course.
Yes, that's what we'll call that. Classy. So very classy.
Dude, it straight up looks like something that you would see at like water country, like, you know, those water slides and stuff. It's giving me those kind of vibes.
Classy. I like it. It's like a water park gone horribly wrong. And now that the coal is also going in there, now we have nice fresh coal power. Or actually, I don't think it's working. What do you mean you're not getting any water? I mean, the water thingy appears to be working, or at least it's on. And if we look over at the pipes, look at that. That's a good thing. That means that water is actually pumping through it. All right, explain to me what's going on. Okay, I see. We're getting okay flow rate. And as we can see, as we go further down, things are still pumping like they should. I don't know. So far, so good. Even as we enter this mess where all of our conveyor belts are, it looks like the flow is still pretty all right. But as the pipe keeps going and we get closer to this thing, the water is now just non-existent. No problem, easy fix. All we need to do is make pipeline pumps. Attach this to a pipeline to a—
Wait, I'm sorry. So because he decided to make this so like extra long and extravagant, it's too long. So if he had just gone straight across, it would have been fine. But because he did this way, it's too long. And now he needs an extender. That is crazy.
Apply head lift. Well, those are some fancy words and I'm not an engineer, but I think what it means is once I build one of these things, it starts doing whatever it's supposed to do. In this case, I think it's really getting the flow rate up, because if we head way further down, what used to be empty is now all the way full. Well, good, that seemed easy. And it carries on even as far as this pipe, where it's not quite as much. And then if we head up here and look at this pipe, oh no, nothing is there. Whatever, I'm sure more pumps solve everything. See, there it goes. Anyway, you get the idea. Basically, the pumps do the hard work of making sure this water keeps flowing. And excitingly, this process works. And it works all the way to the coal factory, which is now online and working like it should. We've done it. We have sweet, sweet coal power running. And since we have 7 lanes of coal, obviously we're going to need 7 generators and 7 total water pipes. No problem. I'll just build as many of these things as will fit in the—
No, wait, oh my God. How do you have the patience for this? Like, what kind of autism do you have, and can I have it?
river. But whatever, if it works, it works. And boy, howdy does it work. This definitely didn't take me hours and hours of time to make sure that water would flow through all of these individual pipes so we can get water all the way to the very top. But what's important is it worked. All the coal factories all the way down all work like a charm now. And now I'd love to celebrate this momentous occasion by sending more crap into the space elevator. Doesn't seem too hard. We'll just make versatile frameworks and automated wiring. No problem. We just need to head over to tier 3 and unlock basic steel production, which gives us a foundry, which the iron ore and the coal combine to make steel ingots, which we can then use to make steel beams and steel pipes. And before you know it, a versatile framework is born. And oh my goodness, we're having twins. And into the space elevator they go. And now that that's done, all we need to do is head over to tier 4 and right on over to advanced steel production, which gives us industrial beams, stators, motors, and finally it all comes together to make automated wiring, which is now being shoved into the elevator. And all it costs us to set this up is a whole bunch of more machines and a more horrific amount of conveyor belts.
Oh
like
my
every time
God.
we add something, I gotta drag more minerals all the way up. For example, when we needed concrete for those encased industrial beams, we had to take this concrete, run it all the way up, and then it climbs basically up the entire tower, all the way from here up.
Oh my God. It reminds me of like that sandwich stacker game. We gotta like stack all the sandwich condiments and stuff on top. Dude, it's giving me that vibes. I'm afraid it's going to tip over.
to about here until it eventually peels off to go into one of these machines. And then before you know it, the elevator is full. And seal. But before we send all that stuff off, I had kind of a thought, which is looking up at all of our stuff. We're not that far from this thing. So I kind of wonder, can we stand on top of it? And the only way we're gonna know for sure is if we build up to it. And that's why I built this thing. It's not quite a tornado. It's more like—
It literally looks like a water park slide. Bro is building a water park in the most deconstructed and like not water park way.
Like a twisty thing. And you may notice the higher up we got, there seems to be some structural problems, because the higher up we got, we started to run into some invisible walls, presumably because of how close we are to this thing. And for a while I could just go around it, but at a point I just couldn't keep building. Luckily we're able to remedy that issue by building off to the side, which not only serves its purpose, but looks great. And you might be wondering, why did I build so high? Well, I can demonstrate why. You would think I could just jump down, but no, there's an invisible barrier. Observe!
Huh?
Ow. But now here we are walking on a flat surface I guess we just can't see. And what's great too is if we just look at the space elevator, we can access it from here. So now it's time to send and see what happens. Okay, well so far so good. I see nothing happening.
Oh, wait, what the?
Nope, that was something all right. Okay, now things are moving. Or, well, things were kind of moving. Oh, maybe this is it. This is all that's happening.
What
I see. Well, I'm glad to see the space elevator is still building while I fall to my death. The sacrifice was worth it to see you grow big and strong. Ah! Really enjoying the view from my corpse. Well, this has been a fun start. I'm really enjoying building vertically. And the nice thing as we look at our weird creation is we clearly have lots of room to grow. I want to thank Opera GX again for sponsoring this.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this game. I'm sold. I want to play this game now. Dude, that was awesome. I don't know how he does it. Like it amazes me the amount of patience and just wanting to try different things to see if it works. And you know what I really like about this particular creator is that a lot of times when I play games, I just like to try things out and just kind of do things just to see if it works. And like, I always hate it when people like tell me that, well, that's not how you're supposed to play the game, Mari. That's actually not how you're supposed to do it and stuff. And then they're like, oh, wait, it actually works. Because at the end of the day, you can play games however you want because it's a game and there aren't any rules to it unless you're hitting like an invisible wall, right? So like, I really appreciate games like games that allow you to just explore that creativity and YouTubers who are willing to explore that creativity as well. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this. Please let me know if there's any other videos you'd like me to look at. And please make sure to support this channel so I can afford a copy of Satisfactory. I would like to stream that someday. So thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to check out my Patreon for more uncensored and more reaction content on there. And with that, everyone, I'll see you next time because I upload every single day. And remember, everything reminds you of something. Bye, everyone.